Ladies and gentlemen and programmers, we're doing the beginning of the year for video game design and video game design 2. We're going to figure out how to do the discussion check-ins and why in the world do we have them. Okay, so game design is going to be a lot different than intro to programming. In intro to programming, I was pretty hands-on with you and I lectured you from the front. In this class, I'm going to be in game design. I'm going to be spending most of my time, unfortunately, with the intro to programmers. I just have to. And so you're going to have to work very independently. So that means you're going to have to kind of figure out what to do and do it, and then ask me for help when you get stuck. Okay? So it's going to be very different in how you do your assignments. So that's why we have these discussion check-ins. It's just a way for me to see, like, okay, you kind of looked at what the assignment is, you know what the due dates are, and you're going to ask me questions if you need to. So it's just a way to, because I'm, for all intents and purposes, ignoring you because I'm working with the intro kids, that you know what to do. All right. All right, this is what I just said. You can read this on your own. Okay, so look at the unit in Google Classroom to find the assignments and the due dates. So fill out a calendar on paper, and you're going to keep it in your binder. I don't want you to do the Google Calendar. That's not effective at all. And then I want you to watch the rest of the unit videos, and then I want you to fill out the check-ins. What does that mean? Let's see if I can take a peek at that and see what that looks like. Okay, so here, this is not my finished Google Classroom that you're going to see. This is what I see. I'm still building it. But basically, what you're going to do, what's going to happen is you're going to take a look at this thing, and it says, "Oh, discussion check-in the beginning of the year." Okay, so you're going to come in here. You're just going to kind of work your way down. This is the first module, beginning of the year, and you're just going to work your way down, read each of these assignments in Google Classroom, and get started with them. And it should be self-explanatory if I've done my work right. All right, so for this one, you're going to watch this video, and then you're going to open up a Google Doc, and you're going to answer these questions in a Google Doc, and you're going to submit it here, right? And then the next thing you're going to do, then after that, you're going to go down to the next thing, which is going to be to do the, oh, it's not here yet. Okay, so the next thing when you guys look at it, it's going to be to do the calendar, and you're going to have to do a calendar for this thing. And so basically, what you're going to do is you're going to look and find the due dates for all these assignments, and you're going to put them on your calendar. And so because this is I'm still building it, there's no due dates, but you're going to open Classroom and find the due dates for each of these things and write that down in your calendar. Okay? If this doesn't make sense, talk to me, because that's as good as it gets for me. All right. Okay. I think I explained this well. If not, ask me. Okay, here's the special expectations for you guys. So sometimes I'll be lecturing the intro to programming students, and I won't be lecturing you. And you'll have the tendency, especially if you're a ding dong. If you're a ding dong, you're going to sit in the back and go ha 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 and tell jokes and like, oh, look at this meme, ha ha ha, and like you're not even paying attention that I'm lecturing in the front of the classroom. So don't do that. So don't interrupt my spiel for the other class. So like if I'm lecturing to the other kids, be aware of it and be polite. You must get started on your own. So you can't just wait for me to tell you what to do. You have to just look at Google Classroom, get started. If you don't know what to do, ask me. You need to work diligently, finish the project, and then go on to the next project. You need to learn to use Google Classroom to figure out, interact with Google Classroom is like, hey, what does Mr. Miller want me to do? Because basically Google Classroom is the way I'm communicating with you. I want you to customize your project along the way. So not crazy at first, but as you're doing your Unity projects and you're making your game, I want you to add little interesting things to it along the way. So not a whole lot, because I don't want you to spend too much time, but because at the end you're going to do a creative project at the end. But just a little bit along the way, follow my tutorials, do what I say, and then do a little bit of extra. I need you to stay off goofy websites, games, and time wasters. I'm going to sneeze. It's going to be sorry, I have a violent sneeze. Don't waste time. So figure out what to do and do it. Learn game design. Okay. If you get stuck and I can't help you at the moment, I want you to work on your 3D models for your game. So there's going to be an assignment. We're going to start off with modeling the Holy Grail in Blender. So start off with that assignment. And then after that, I want you to just start learning how to use Blender and start making models for your game. Okay? So if you ever get stuck and I catch you on YouTube, you're going to get a check mark because you have assignments to do. Okay, so whenever we have a project, if you're the first one done, say, hey, Mr. Miller, I think I'm the first one done, and you're going to get a prize, points for the best version. Even when we're doing this project called Hello World, it's super simple. There's not very much to it, but even on that one, I want you to do something a little bit interesting to it. See if you can figure out how to do something a little bit different than what the tutorial says, and the best one gets a prize. And not on Hello World, but on the next one, if you can find a tutorial better than mine, which may not be all that hard, and you share that with me, you're gonna get a prize. So be the first one done, have the best version, and see if you can find additional tutorials that'll help you make your project better. Research Fridays, you get the last 25 minutes off of class only if you have a 75% or better in the class and have no check marks for the week. Now do the discussion. So what that means is to do the discussion. Where did it go? I can't see it. Oh my gosh, I got a million things. Oh, here it is. So what that means is you're going to go to the discussion. You're going to open up a Google Doc. You're going to copy and paste these questions and then answer the question and turn it in here. And then after that, you're going to go on to and do the calendar. And then after that, you're going to go on and do Hello World, which is the next module. Okie doke. And then, well, yeah, right, ready to break.